I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and Food Truck 201, Get Off the Truck. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. Inflation is on everybody's mind, and prices are going up daily and sometimes even multiple times within the same day. For a lot of you, the current economic conditions are unlike anything you've ever experienced, whether as a business owner or just in life in general. Inflation is at a 40-year high. The inflation in June was 9.1%. The last time we saw a rate that high was in the early 1980s, which also happens to be the time that I started my hot dog trailer. I know many of you are on the fence about whether you should start your own food truck or not, or grow to a second food truck. I know some of you are ready to throw in the towel. So let's talk about inflation. We find ourselves in the midst of the fourth highest rate of inflation in modern history of the United States. Two of those three higher inflation rates came post-World Wars. So that makes the situation we're in right now very unique. Double-digit inflation related to World War I actually began during World War I. And if you also recall, during that same time frame, we also had the Spanish flu. And the inflation rate at that time hit 10.8% in October of 1916 and remained above 10% for 4 years. And yet, in those 4 years, A&W Restaurants and Omaha Steaks both started during the inflation of 1916 through 1920. And guess what? White Castle started in 1921. The post-World War II double-digit spike began in August 1946 and lasted all the way through November of 1947. Guess who started then? Chick-fil-A, 1946, Shoney's in 1947. I mentioned the 1980s inflation, and I started in 1981 with my food trailer. But you know who else did? Applebee's and Quiznos. Now, we also had in 2008 a recession that started, and some of you guys may have been working either for yourself or in some other line of work in 2008. And even though they officially have not declared our current economy as being a recession, it's a recession. Because here's the official definition from Investopedia. A recession is a period of declining economic performance across an entire economy that lasts for several months. I would say we're there. So yeah, we are officially in a recession. Even though someone may not be brave enough to say so, we are. Does that make things any different for you? That would be no. Prices are still the same, whether we call it inflation, we call it recession, and those prices are what you're going to have to pay. Your business is going to surge, and some other businesses are going to decline. It really just depends on what you do. You cannot control the prices, but you can control how you react to them. If an owner has the ability to stay the course with their primary brand strength, those strengths you have worked so hard to build in your business, those strengths put you in the driver's seat. If you're just opening randomly wherever somebody lets you set up, if you have no marketing plan, no social media activity, and no community involvement, well, let's just say you're already in trouble. And inflation or even a recession has nothing to do with it. Here's a quote from the Great Recession of 2008. If consumer confidence remains this low for another year or more, there's no abatement in gas prices. A successful limited time promotion may be nothing more than a Band-Aid. And that's referring to LTOs, which is limited time only, that a couple of restaurant chains were doing every single week because they thought that would drive in more sales. What people want is value, not discounts. They want to look at your plate of food or your packaging and go, wow, this is a fair portion. This is high quality. I cannot wait to dig in. They won't hold against you what you're having to charge for it because they know what the prices are. They go shopping every single day. They go to the grocery store and they see that chicken's gone up 25 cents a pound. They see beef has gone up 50 cents a pound from yesterday. They know prices are going up. They see it every time they drive down the street, even if they're not going to a grocery store, because they see that gas is $4.17 now, and then they're hoping that it's not $4.20 when they have to go fill up. People know prices are going up. Don't feel like you have to make an excuse. Well, we have to raise prices. Or one of those little memes is going around everywhere that just recirculates. They change the font and they change the wording. But yes, shortening was cheaper a year ago. Yes, chicken was way cheaper a year ago. Every human being on the planet knows that. So don't worry about your prices. What you need to worry about is that they see the value in what you're selling. Give them generosity, give them quality, give them flavor, and then do it in a fast and friendly manner. I have said it time and time again: quality, service, cleanliness, community. QSC squared. Those things are the literal keys to your business success. In inflation, recession, depression, all of those things are survivable. All of those things had businesses start in the middle of them and be successful and still continue to this day. I mean, White Castle comes out of the 4-year double-digit inflation and is still around. There are plenty of businesses out there that you can be just like. They didn't do it by folding their hands and saying, well, this is it. I don't know what to do. There's no better time than today to open a business if you're going to make it your own business. And there is a clear path to success. But the path to success does not have whiners that sit and go, man, recession, man, inflation. I don't know what I'm going to do. Prices are up. You know exactly what to do. Get out there and do it. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They all have your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because you know I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.